Thank you, listeners. It is time for today's edition of Elko Live, in which we feature the voice of area business, our Elko Area Chamber of Commerce. Chamber CEO Billy Crapo joins us as she does on the day of each month's Business After Hours event. And welcome back, Billy. What happened to January?
I know. I can't believe it's February. And honestly, it's almost March.
Exactly.
This year is going so quickly. It's been amazing, but it needs to slow down a little bit.
Yeah, we need to take a breath. Everybody's got all kinds of great big ideas and hitting the ground running. And so a lot going on in the community. So we're going to talk about that today. I know you're already eyeing the Elko Home Show, which we've been talking about too since the first of the year. But tonight's Business After Hours is at one of Elko's most popular downtown establishments.
I know. We are really excited to have the Business After Hours at Ogie Deli. So if people don't know, they are located at 460 Commercial Street, right there on the corner. But it's going to be at Ogie Deli, but it's hosted by Empire Cat. So everybody here is still having to deal with the transition of being Cashman, have to figure out a new name, but we're really excited that Empire has stepped up and they're starting to do a lot more things in the community and reaching out and doing things. So they will be hosting Business After Hours tonight. They have people flying in from Vegas that will be, some of their big shots are coming to meet everybody. And so we're really excited, and we hope that people will be joining us. Again, our events are, as I always mention, our events are free and open to the public, so you don't have to be a chamber member to attend. It's a great opportunity for you to kind of see what the chamber's doing and what we're about. One of our key things is networking, and so we encourage everybody to attend our events because they are great events, and Business After Hours brings people together and brings businesses together. There'll be food, there'll be raffles. Of course, it's going to be delicious food with Ogie and Ogie Deli doing the food. Choach and Carolyn have done a great job transitioning with the new owners over at Ogie Deli, and so we're really excited. So we just want to extend the invitation to everybody to join us tonight at 5:30. It goes from 5:30 to 7:30, right around in there. And so, like I said, Ogie Deli, 460 Commercial Street, please join us.
Sounds like a great plan and a great way, again, to kind of settle in, meet some new people, find out what's going on in the community. Billy, as you mentioned, Empire Cat Southwest, a very significant supplier in the mining industry, and we just see all kinds of exciting things happening in mining, with the growth and expansion. I know at City Council Tuesday, they were talking about the Sandvik investment. That's a $50 million warehouse right here in the city of Elko.
Yes, we're very excited, and Amanda Ferguson, their general manager, is now on our board of directors, and so we have that connection there. Shane Moss, who was also on our board with Nevada Gold Mines, is now their project manager for this, and so it's a huge facility, and they're really excited. It's going to be a quick turnaround for construction, which is nice. So we already have them tentatively on the schedule for the first part of the maybe March, April, right around in there, to host a Business After Hours at their new facility. So
wow.
It's exciting. And they're, it wasn't that long ago that they built the facility where they're at now, but she said they already have a lot of different businesses that are interested in that property. So it's one of those things that they'll have somebody moving in there and they'll be able to move into their new facility. So it's exciting to see their growth.
And, Billy, a lot of other things are happening even, within the city. We heard they had an RDA meeting at 3 Tuesday leading into city council, and they were awarding the new infrastructure grants that the city is doing. And so the Rancho Plaza got a grant, and then the old Bristlecone bike building.
Yes,
right
correct.
there on Idaho.
Yeah, so it'll be nice to see some of them. And a lot of them are ADA compliant. And that's tough when a business is moving in. That's one of the struggles when the people aren't moving into these older buildings and those kind of things, because to get ADA compliant, especially in your restrooms, it's a lot of money. And so for these grants, it's a huge for a small business. And so we do appreciate that the city has these available to the businesses.
Billy Crapo is our guest today, Elko Area Chamber CEO, and I think up until late you were also on the DBA board. You may have passed that baton.
Yes, I stepped down this year. I'm still going to be involved. You will still see me volunteering. I will help with their different events and things like that. I know that they have the schedule out, and I'm not 100% sure out, but they're doing a few less wine walks this year to make them larger events. And so their first wine walk will start in May. So they will have the May wine walk, and they'll still do the margarita walks and those kind of things. But I think they're just paring it down a little bit. But it's pretty exciting.
Yeah,
the things that they're doing downtown. So.
Certainly, and they all go toward helping not only the business owners, but to inspire the community, and then to sometimes pair with some big events like the Rides and Rods. I know they were presenting at the Marketing Lodging Committee meeting at the Convention Center yesterday, and you're on that committee too, Billy, and thank goodness that you are. So,
thank you. I appreciate it. I've been on there for many years. They just had pared down the committee because we had a lot of committee members, and sometimes it was hard to make quorums. So we did pare down the committee, and so it's a smaller committee now. But I think it's going to work well. But it's really interesting for me, especially because I deal with most of these businesses. It's information on the events that are coming and funding for the events, and the different things that are bringing people to our community. Tourism is huge for our community, and so we like to make sure that we're advertising outside the area to bring the people in. It's important to fill these hotels.
Yep, and we have a huge list of special events and some new attractions, like a new country music concert to kick off Silver State Stampede. That was discussed, so really neat.
That's exciting. So we'll all find out soon enough. It'll be out on social media and all the different things. So Boys and Girls Club will be doing a country concert that Thursday before Stampede. So it'll add another day to the Stampede. So it'll be now Thursday through Sunday. So that's a whole opportunity for more people to come into the community. The Boys and Girls Club does a great job with concerts. They'll still be doing Country Under the Stars. So it'll just be a whole nother nice, huge concert that's coming to our community.
Yep, just one of the many special spring and summer events. As we're talking with Billy from the Chamber of Commerce, CEO, I want to make sure we're getting to your list today because you brought your own stuff, too.
I have all the different things. We do have my Business Advancement Committee. That's one of my board committees. We're working on scheduling the lunch and learns for the rest of the year, and we're hoping in the next few weeks we'll have the whole year scheduled. But we do have a lunch and learn on the 20th, and so we did the same lunch and learn in November. We didn't have a large attendance because it was very last minute. The gentleman that was facilitating the meeting had a death in the family, and so we had to reschedule, but it was rescheduled really quickly. And so Justin Shelley it's Master Computing, but he's switching the name over to Phoenix IT Advisors. So he is going to be doing his class again on cybersecurity. I had the opportunity to sit through it last time. I will be there this time again, and it's great information. It's one of those things that we all need to be aware of, and not just on our computers, but on our phones and all the digital things. And people are sneaky.
Yeah,
so you need to
are.
make sure that you're not getting scammed and that you're not giving out your information. And so he does a great presentation. So again, free and open to the public. I encourage everybody to come, whether you're a chamber member, because this is important for your business. But even if you don't have a business, this is important for you with your home computer and all of that as well. So cybersecurity, huge issue, and we are going to be doing that on the 20th, 12 to 1:30 upstairs at the chamber.
And you can bring your own lunch if you want.
Absolutely. Bring your lunch, bring a friend, and just learn more about what you can do to protect yourself and your business.
All right, Billy, thanks for that reminder. And
so then we'd mentioned home show, so we are getting ready. This is our 45th annual home show, and so we're very excited. Megan is already in the process. She's selling booths like crazy. So if you're interested in being a vendor, you can reach out to Megan at the chamber at elkonevada.com. You can go to our website, or you can call the chamber at 775-738-7135, and she will get you hooked up on the available booths. But we will have RVs, we will have hot tubs, we'll have vehicles, we'll have jewelry, we'll have clothes, we'll have all the fun things for mom, all the fun things for dad. There's going to be food court, so we'll have food trucks, and we'll have bounce houses and different things like that for the kids. So we're going to have all the things. We're excited. It's the largest vendor event in the community, and so we encourage everybody to attend. But if you're interested in vendor space, please reach out, because they do sell out, and it's a great show. We have thousands of people that go through. It's May 11th and 12th.
May 11th and 12th, Mother's Day weekend, and still vacancies to participate in this show. And you do get some enhancement if you are a chamber member.
Absolutely. So
Yes.
you do get a discount on your booth because we do take care of our members because our members take care of us. And so if you are interested, again, like I said, please reach out and we will get you more information. And like I said, 45 years, we're very excited. This will be my 19th year at the home show.
Wow, you've almost been there for almost half of them.
I know, I have. It's been a minute, but they're always good.
Yes, they are. It's a lot of fun. It's a great way to showcase what's new and what local merchants are doing, whether it's services or, as you said, everything from getting away from it all to getting your hands dirty in your backyard and gardening and RVing and all kinds of cool stuff.
And we'll have giveaways. So we'll be giving away 2 different Traegers, which are sponsored by Home Depot. So we'll have that there, and we'll have roofers, and we'll have people with blinds, and so there's like home improvements and all the different things. But then we have a lot of home-based vendors that you can get some. We have a new one that'll be joining us that just joined the chamber, so she does the sourdough, so you can do that. And we have people that are selling cookies and then just their crafts, and of course we'll have the freeze-dried candy and all the fun things. So there's just so many different things, and there's definitely something for everybody.
And if you are missing out on any of this information because you're driving and you're saying, but wait, I can't take notes, you can go onto the chamber website, elkonevada.com, and you'll find this great February newsletter and all kinds of links and other information too, including to participating member organizations.
Yeah, and so we'd mentioned that I'm on the marketing committee. I'm also on the advisory council for Great Basin College, and so we had our meeting this morning, and they did announce that they will be doing a career fair on April 17th. And so if your business wants to participate in that and have a booth, or if you're looking into attending that, you can go to gbcnv.edu, their website, and they'll have more information for that too. It's a well-attended event, but if you are a business that would like to be there and talk to the students and different things as well, I encourage you to reach out because it is a great fair. They do a good job.
And they also talk about the many training opportunities. Billy, you and I are at some of the same meetings, and so we hear the needs for professionals in the community, and whether it's teachers, certainly people to work in support services such as mining. They have scholarships for that, but also in the medical community. And there are a lot of really late starting or even short-term courses and classes that lead to certification.
They have a lot of them, and so they're constantly working on funding and grants and different things like that. The nursing program is huge at Great Basin College, and they're working on expanding at all times. I know they're trying to hire another nursing teacher at the college for those classes in Elko and in Pahrump. So they are looking for nurses that would like to teach in the classes as well. This is the first time, I think, in years that they mentioned this morning that they will have 2 diesel mechanic facilitators, and so that program is growing, and so that's exciting for them as well. I know that Sam Spearing has been working really hard to find the diesel mechanics, and so it's nice to see some of the growth and the changes that are happening, and so they do have that. And speaking also, Nevada Gold Mines has their career fair, their job fair, on the 22nd at the convention center, and that goes from 12 to 6, and they are doing right then on-site interviews. They will have the different recruiters and all of that kind of things. So if you're really interested in the mining, getting them to the mining career, getting your foot in the door, this is a really good step, because normally you just apply online. So this is where you get to be face-to-face with people and learn more, and you can fill out applications. And like I said, they are going to be doing on-site interviews that day as well. So the 22nd from 12 to 6, they are hiring for all kinds of different positions. So this is a good way to get your foot in the door.
And that'll be in person at the convention center?
At the convention center.
Okay, very good. So that is coming right up. So next week.
Yeah, so that's coming up quickly. But we do have, like I said, we have our different mixers and our things. I'll just mention, because this will happen before the next time I'm out here. So we do have our next business before hours, and that's just a quick breakfast. It goes from 8 to 9. Different businesses host Usually it's smaller business, nonprofits that host a business before hours. And so this time on March 14th, we will be at the First Presbyterian Church. And so it'll be exciting to see the different programs that they have, and the different things that happen in their buildings. They allow a lot of different other organizations to be in there. There's a homeschool program that meets there, that does a lot of their classes there. During Cowboy Poetry, they have people in the kitchen cooking, and Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts meet in their building as well. So we are excited to see what's happening there. And Jennifer Koopman is, they don't have a pastor right now, and so she's the one that is running the church, and she's doing a lot of the sermons and different things like that and the programs. And so she's really excited to let people know what's happening at the church. And like I said, it's free and open to the public. Everybody can come, and we encourage everybody to come and see what they're doing.
It really is a sweet little church.
Mm-hmm.
It's an older building, so you get that actual church feeling, a wonderful congregation of caring people. I think they also host the Elko Community Garden in the back there.
They do. So that's a new move that went from the senior center, so that's going to be new there for them. So that's exciting. So different things. So it is a great church, and it's right next to Northside School, if you're curious about where they're at. So they're up there on Sewell Drive, but they're right next to the church.
Oh, very nice. Well, thanks, Billy. Well, I don't think I've ever known business before hours or any of the business affair events to be held at a church, and that's super cool to be. And that just shows you how inclusive the chamber is.
Exactly. So we have over 100 nonprofit organizations that are a member of the chamber. We're running about 700 members, and 100 of them are nonprofits. And a good chunk of them we have are different churches in the Elko and out in Spring Creek as well.
So that's a great way to get the community together at a time when, people may really be in need of some spiritual healing or just community, and that's a good place to find it, is at a local church.
Absolutely. Those are kind of the things that are happening with the chamber. I just want to I do want to throw out that the Sportsman's Expo, Endow hosts this, and that's going to be March 2nd and 3rd over at the Conference Center. So that's always a great event. They have things going on, usually have some RVs, and they usually have some boats and different things like that. And so it's always a great event. So I encourage people to stop over there. And then, of course, the Global One Media's Health Fair is on March 9th.
Oh, that's coming right up too. So March is going to be busy.
March is going to be busy, and so I just was putting that out there as well. This is where the hospital does the free blood draw, and so you can go in there and get your blood drawn and get the results at no cost. So I think last year they serviced almost 600 people. So it's very important if you want to and you don't have insurance or you don't want to pay the cost. It's huge to be able to have your blood drawn. It's important, and so it's a service that they provide, and so that will be happening at the health fair as well.
And that'll be at the convention center or conference center?
At the convention center.
Okay, good. Convention center. The health fair is important. That's just the initial screening they can do, Billy, because they can detect all kinds of health issues from doing just the basic analytics. You'd be surprised.
You'd be surprised and it's even right down to that you need more vitamin D and different things that you don't think about. Of course, they're going to do cholesterol and they're going to that kind of thing, but it really does come down to some of the vitamins that you're lacking. So it really is important.
All right, so mark your calendars. Beginning March, things are going to start happening all over again, just like we started with Cowboy Poetry during January. That was crazy. Yeah,
but it was great. Cowboy Poetry. It was great. It was really good. And it was nice to see all the people. It's getting back to where it used to be, and so kudos to Western Folklife Center. It's a huge event. It's a lot of work, and I think they do a great job.
Oh yeah, so many different businesses and the different museums. I know we encourage people to visit Sherman Station. That's a great photo op there for visitors.
Yes, and we had a lot of people coming in and buying souvenirs and just checking out the building. And what I also loved during that time is we had locals that had been in Elko forever that had never been in Sherman Station. So we always love that when they're like, oh, we live here, but we didn't know. And they're like, this is so cool. And so I encourage everybody. We have a great little gift shop. We have a lot of information. It's open to the public. Just come in and see us.
And your neighbors with the Northeastern Nevada Museum, which is another fine bunch of people who are passionate about what they do in the community.
Definitely. And so we're constantly sending people over there. They're sending people to us. But the museum is amazing, and they're doing some great great projects over there, and they have their second Saturdays, so they're doing things for the kids. People are, renting the theaters, so there's some great shows there and events, and it's our favorite thing. We have our Christmas party there, and we love to be able to use the Halleck Bar in the area, and so I don't know if people are aware that you can rent the museum and you can have an event there. You can have different festivities. And so it really is another venue that's available in our community.
It is a great venue, and we can attest to that. I think I think it was her 5-year-old birthday party was there. It was so much fun.
Yeah, so you can, and that's the thing, you can do parties, you can do weddings, you can do all kinds of different things, and they have a lot of the stuff right there available that you can rent. So they have tables and things, so it just makes it really easy, and they're so great to work with. And so so if you're looking for a different venue, that's a great option.
Isn't it nice that here in Elko, Billy, we have so many different groups, even though you may have a similar mission or you have fundraising needs and you need support, but everybody really seems to go out of the way to work together.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. It's the way to keep your community going. It's way, we're in our little bubble here, and we want people to stay here, and we want them to spend their dollars in our community, and to work together is the only way it's going to happen.
Yep, and we have some of the nicest people. I know I'm thinking about even California Trail Interpretive Center. They brought together a great group, too.
A great group, and now they have a sewing group out there, and they keep adding different things. It's amazing. I'd love to go to the Trail Center, and I live here, and I still want to, so I still want to go out to the events, and especially when the grandkids come, we go out there every time because it's different every time, new things. It's such a huge thing for our community.
We're really fortunate. We're talking to Billy Crapo. She is Elko Area Chamber CEO and getting the new year started off right. I mean, here we are in February talking about March events, and you still have a few more things on your list.
I think that for the most part, I've hit the majority of what's going to be happening. I just want to talk about a little bit. We do have our Government Affairs Committee meeting. It is a legislative year, so if you are interested in attending our government affairs meetings and learning more about our local government, those meetings are the Monday before the first city council meetings. So the city council meetings are the second Tuesday of every month. Their first one is, and so we're that Monday. So it's not a set date, but it's always that Monday before. It's upstairs at the chamber, and the public is invited. We would love for you to attend, and we'll start getting into some issues and watching bills and those kind of things. And then, of course, it is an election year, so we will be holding candidate forums as well.
I was just talking to Matt McCarty about that yesterday. He breezed in during the show. It was his show yesterday, and he is just so kind. He gets caught up in conversations with the seniors, and so but we talked a little about government affairs, and it's going to be a big year. There's some local issues to be talked about too.
Yeah, so we encourage the public, if you just have any questions or concerns, or if there's any bills that you think that the chamber should be following, please reach out to myself or Matt McCarty as well. We'd love to know this, and we'd love to be able to help. We really do pay close attention to bills that will be affecting our chamber members.
And I was just checking the date. March 4th is the opening of filing for local offices and some statewide positions, but March 4th through the 15th, it is a short filing period. There'll be at least one city council. There are 2 city council seats. One incumbent is going to vie for re-election. That's Claire Morris. And then Mandy Simons will be vacating her seat, but there are school board, county commission.
Yes.
I mean, every elected body has an opening. So.
I agree. And so I think that if you are interested in this, take a chance. If you feel, if you feel like things are not going the way you'd like, then step up and be part of it. So
yeah, there's a chance to air the issues and talk about the concerns, and there'll be a big turnout because this is a presidential year.
Yes,
so.
Definitely. And so, but I encourage everybody not only to run if you're interested in running, but to make sure you vote.
Yes, we're tired of hearing complaining and people that aren't registered or aren't voting, aren't participating. So yep.
So it's going to be a big year. And so Government Affairs has a lot going on. And if you want to be part of it, we're interested in having you. And then we do have our ambassador program that is our backbone of the chamber. There are volunteers. They meet the second Tuesday of every month at noon at the chamber. So if you're interested in being an ambassador, like I said, they do a lot of the volunteer work, and they do some projects in the community that aren't chamber related as well. And so it really is a good way to get your name out there and meet people. And we have that program that's just growing and doing so well. And so if you are interested in that, you can reach out to the chamber and we can give you more information on that committee as well.
Oh, yeah, the ambassadors, they are often the group, too, that they get involved in things like the Super Bowl on behalf of Horizon Hospice.
And
yeah.
they do clean up, green up, and they have adopt a street downtown, so they're downtown cleaning the corridor 3 or 4 times a year. And on top of all of the different volunteer work they do at the chamber, and then most of them are all on different committees and different boards and doing all the things. And so it's just a group that loves to give back, and it's men and women, and they just love to give back, not just to the chamber, but to our community.
So there you go, Elko Area Chamber of Commerce. And we haven't even talked about the benefits of membership, of which there are many, including, assistance with your marketing, with your online presence, with, if you want to create a flyer for a special event. Again, there are just so many different opportunities with chamber membership, which is so affordable too, Billy.
It really is. And if you're a chamber member and are just unsure about all your benefits and you need a refresher, reach out to the chamber. Katie Ashley is my membership director, and she can set up an appointment and meet with you, or I can meet with you myself, and we can go over benefits. Or if you are just out there and are interested in joining the chamber, same thing. Reach out to Katie Ashley, 775-738-7135, or myself, and we can set up an appointment. We can meet with you, and we can either do a benefit refresher, or we can get you information on joining the chamber.
And that'll be so nice. She's such a pleasant professional.
She is.
Yes.
She's doing a fantastic job. So I'm really excited that she was with the chamber, took a break, came back, and so this is where she's supposed to be.
Yeah, Katie's got a great eye. She's a wonderful photographer. She knows how to put together your social media plans, and again, just a really outgoing person who also knows a lot of other really good people in
kind
the
of
community.
thing. And so, and all 3 of my gals that work for me all do graphic work. So if you're a chamber member, if you need graphic work, if you need graphic designs, if you need flyers, if you need pamphlets, if you need brochures, you need posters, any of that kind of thing, any kind of graphic work, we do for free. That's just part of your chamber member benefits.
Wow, that is incredible right there. Elko Area Chamber of Commerce. They're located in the historic Sherman Station, the complex of log buildings right there in the heart of our city park on Idaho Street. You can call them at 775-738-7135.
Correct.
All right. And it's elkonevada.com. And if you don't know Billy, you will definitely get to know Billy, and then you'll see her everywhere because that is how involved and caring you are. Thank you.
This community is important to me.
Yes. Well, it shows. So, and we are better for it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Billy. Billy Crapo is our Elko Area Chamber CEO and our guest here on Elko Live today. We sure appreciate her time. We appreciate your time, listeners. Thank you for getting caught up to date with our Elko Area Chamber. And we'll see you at Business After Hours tonight, Ogie Deli, beginning at 5:30 p.m. right there in downtown Elko.